So in today's video, I'm making the silver split ring with a stone set in the centre. And as with all rings, it starts as a blank piece of metal. This is 1 cm wide, 6 cm long and 2 mm thick. I peel off the protective covering, take my pair of ring bending pliers and start to shape the metal. I got it to this stage before it started to harden a little, so I go ahead and anneal it to make it softer. After some more shaping and a few taps with a wooden hammer, I get both ends meeting flush and can now solder. With the item soldered, I take a mandrel and wooden hammer to bring about its circular shape. And file down the excess solder on the surface of the ring, as well as file the sides of the ring level. Now to make the cut, and I'll be making this cut near to a 45-degree angle. With the cut made, I place it back on the mandrel to spread and open up the gap. This allows me to clean up the inside with a diamond burr. This gives a nice grained effect. Now I take a piece of silver wire that's 5 mm wide and wedge it into the gap we just created. Once I'm happy with how it's sitting, I solder it in place. Once soldered, there's a bit of filing down to do to get the wire level with the ring. Now I started filing inside with a round file because I couldn't find my half round. I later found it and this made this task a lot easier. With everything filed down, I go about sanding all the parts of the ring, including where we just filed and the sides of the ring. I also use the diamond burr again on the opening of the ring. I end up sanding down to 1200 grit before using a felt wheel and Tripoli to remove the sand marks and a brand new wool wheel and rouge to polish the surface. it was at this point I decided I wanted to set a stone in the middle. So I measured the diameter of the wire, which was 5mm, and set my calipers to 2.5. I'll then go about marking numerous marks which all lead to one spot in the middle, which is where I can use a center punch to make a mark. Center mark made, I use a 1mm drill bit to drill all the way through. And because the stone I'm setting is 2mm wide, I take a 2mm ball burr and burr roughly 3/4 of the way in. I then test fit the stone, which by the way is not a diamond, and as you can see it fits nice and snug. I then place the ring onto a mandrel so I can do a flush mount setting. I take a burnisher and I go around the stone making sure it's tight and level, and then go around the edge of the stone in a circular motion to set it. The last thing I decided to do was make a channel between the cutoff points where we added the wire in the centre using a diamond burr. And then do a final polish around the stone. And there you have it. Now, stone setting isn't a strong aspect of mine, but it's something I've wanted to do and get better at, so you might be seeing it a little more in my work. Anyways, that's all I've got for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.